Hi, I'm Chris. Proverbs 18:24 says, "He that hath friends must first show himself friendly, and there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." A closer interpretation of what it actually says in the original text would be, "He that hath friends, many friends, will come to ruin, and there is a lover that sticks closer than family." What's suggested in that verse is that it does take effort to be friendly. And if you make those efforts towards everyone, you'll be physically exhausted and come to financial ruin. You're being hospitable, but it's not reciprocated because there are those people out there that I have labeled serial friends. Not my own life, and I'm thankful for that. I've got a wonderful circle of friends. I'm thankful for my family, and God's been good in that respect. But I'm noticing that more and more there are serial friends out there that they'll come for a season, hopefully for a reason, but always for a purpose that God knows. And that it may be a common interest that brings you together, and you may garner some information from them or an insight, or they may spur you on to work or develop or even try things that you wouldn't have ordinarily or if you hadn't met them. So in that respect, they're very good. But as human beings, because we do desire interaction, we're hoping that it would last longer, and it doesn't always. But here's the thing: there's nothing that comes into our life that God does not allow, whether good or bad. It's ultimately from God. That is for your consideration. Along the same lines, life and the situations that we encounter can make us better, or they can make us bitter. We make them better if we share what we're going through with God, and we get His peace and eventually His understanding. It makes all the difference in the world. There's a song, I love hymns. I really, really love hymns. My brother Richard would agree with me and say, they'll keep you. They're sustainable. They're great songs being written now, and I'm certainly not saying anything against them by any means. But hymns are amazing because often they are taken from the most difficult situations in life and boiled down to a few words that epitomize the moment, but also are universal enough that everybody can relate. Case in point, What a Friend We Have in Jesus, written by Joseph Scriven. He was from Dublin, a little town outside of Dublin, Ireland. And in 1844, he was returning from completing his university education, looking forward to marrying his childhood sweetheart and starting a life together. Unfortunately, the day before the marriage, she went actually riding to meet him, fell into a river, hit her head, was knocked unconscious, and drowned. When he looked upon her face after she died, he said it was as if the bottom of his life had fallen out. And he immediately began to consult God, share his heart, cry out to God. And sometime thereafter, he decided that he would move to Ontario, Canada. And he did move there, and he chosen, purpose in his heart, to devote his life to helping those who were in need, not looking for any financial gain, but to literally be the hands of Jesus and help wherever he could. In the course of time, he found himself working for a retired sea captain, and he educated that retired sea captain's children. And in the course of time, he met that captain's niece, and eventually they fell in love and decided they'd get married. So 10 years after he had lost the love of his life, he's prepared, ready to get married again. And 2 weeks before that second potential marriage, she developed pneumonia. And he cared after her. He prayed for her. He did all that he knew to do. But she also passed away. About a year later, he heard that his mother in Ireland was sick. And he didn't actually have the financial resources to sail back and be with her. But he did send a letter. And in that letter, he sent a poem that had sustained him in the most difficult moments of his life. He penned it, and it encouraged him, and it's still encouraging us, at least me. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and grief to bear. What a privilege it is to carry everything to God in prayer. I want to say the whole thing, but I'm going to stop right there. Look up the lyrics. If you don't know the song, learn it. It'll bless you. But he does know our every weakness. He goes with us wherever we are. We find forgiveness in him and him alone. Every situation that we have and ever will encounter, he was right there with us. The wise thing to do is to share our heart, our thoughts, all that we are with the God who created us. Because nobody, as much as they love us, as much as they'd like to be with us, will ever care for us like Yeshua. Jesus Christ is the lover of our souls. That is for your consideration. If this video has been a blessing to you, please pass it on. Instagram, YouTube at Christopher Lunsford. Forward it as you see fit. But we just thank God for you stopping by, and we will be in touch soon. Grace and peace. He really does love you.